She's the queen. And she's mean. What is up, everybody? We're going to start off by priming our face with the No Problem Primer by Touch and Soul. Just going to rub that all over the skin. Next, we're going to take the LA Girl Pro Conceal in white and the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 410. We're just going to mix those all over the face. We're trying to give her a pale complexion, but not completely white. And we're blending with the Real Techniques Total Face and Body Sponge. And we're going to go back in with that white concealer and just highlight underneath the eyes and in the T-zone, on the chin, all that good stuff, and just make the center of her face more highlighted. Bland, 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 bitch. Next, we're taking the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and we're going to set the face. And I'm going really heavy with the powder just so it gives it more of a powdery white cast on her face. She is the queen after all. I'm going to take the American Crew Grooming Cream. And I didn't have a glue stick, so this is what we had to use. I am kind of gluing down her eyebrows with some men's grooming pomade. You know, you got to use what you got. Fake it till you make it. But I'm just going to try and flatten down those eyebrows as much as possible. And then I take some Airspun again and just kind of tap the eyebrows on top of the pomade. And this will just really flatten it out. And I'm just taking that white concealer again and putting it over the eyebrows, trying to block them out a little bit. I should have put some orange over top. That really would have canceled out the darkness, but I didn't do that. We're doing this instead. So I'm kind of mapping out how I want her eyeshadow shape to be. And it definitely does work in the long run. You'll see at the very end, it does come together. So I'm going to set all of that white concealer with a white eyeshadow now. And I'm doing a white base first just so that blue eyeshadow really pops on top. And we're just going to do the same exact thing to the other eye. And set that eyeball, baby.
Off with your head!
Now we are going in with the Laura Lee Party Animal palette, and I'm taking the blue shades in there, Damage Control, and also a little bit of Karaoke just to darken it up. But we're just going to go over that white base and fill it in with some blue. Get it nice and pigmented on there. I start off with outlining it with the brush, and then I go in with my finger because the finger puts way more pigment on there. So we want her eyeballs blue, baby. Alright, next we're giving her those pencil thin eyebrows with some black liquid liner. This is the Schwing Liner by The Balm. And I am just outlining the top of that shape I created with the eyeshadow and giving her some eyebrows. As pencil thin as you possibly can get them. This is the Betty Boop and Ipsy collaboration. It's a liquid eyeliner. And I'm just using that to line her upper lash line. This is the Maybelline New York Tattoo Studio Pencil Liner in white, and I'm lining the underneath of her eyes with the white pencil just to make her eyes look a little bit bigger and more doll-like. And then going back in with that Ipsy Betty Boop liner, I am creating a fake lower lash line with fake eyelashes on the bottom of her eyes, and that will give it a way more like cartoony kind of look. It just it gives it a more doll-like effect, I guess. And you can't forget about that beauty mark. Boop. We're taking the hard candy red. I think this is an eyeliner, but I'm using it as a lip liner today. And I'm creating the heart shape, a very rough outline of that heart that goes on the lips. Tip of the tongue, teeth, and the lips. Bonus points if you know what movie that's from. This is the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Bittersweet. And I am filling in that heart. And I am just putting that white concealer back on the lips, trying to block out her lips and make it look more heart-shaped. And we're just going to go in with some Kiss lashes. This is in the style Chignon. And I am putting those lashes on. Just pop them on there. Yeah, girl. Thems look good. Taking the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. We're going to blend those eyelashes all together. Alright, we're going to go in with some Scar Wax. Now this stuff kind of sucks to work with, but I'm making little tiny Play-Doh snakes, and then I am blending them onto her face. And if you don't use Vaseline on your fingers, it will stick to your fingers, and it's just messy. So make sure you coat your fingers in Vaseline. But yeah, I'm just blending that little bit of Scar Wax onto her face. So we're trying to create a lip of skin, because I'm going to stick a shard of card. A card shard in there, and we're going to bloody it up later. So I put one above her eyebrow, and I'm putting one on the opposite side of her face, just doing the exact same thing on the cheek. We're going to go in with a red eyeshadow here. And we're just going to kind of bloody it up a little bit, make those cuts look deep and irritated. Got to start with a red base. And then we're going to go in with a black eyeshadow and make it look even deeper. And this was a little pointless because the card that I put in the cut ended up covering it up anyways, but it still gave it that little bit of like irritation. Stick in those card shards, a queen and an ace, baby, because duh. And now we're going to go in with some vampire blood and really bloody it up. I tried to give the effect that, her people got mad at her. Her people turned on her, so they were throwing cards at her, and some shards got stuck in her face. And at the end, I ended up adding a little bit, like little nicks all over her face, just to kind of look like the cards that flew past her, kind of scraped her up real good. But we're just spraying some more blood on there, getting her all nice and bloodied up. And now I am going to create the decapitated head. So she's always saying, "Off with your head." So this time the queen's getting her head cut off, baby. I went in with red, and now I'm kind of darkening it up with a black eyeshadow. But just a real rough outline. And we're going to bloody that girl up. Make it look like her head is cut. But just make it look like she got her head cut off or people turned on her. So I ended up putting a lot of blood in there. And I went in with a little bit of black eyeliner to make it look even deeper. And the drippier the better, folks. We love us some drippy blood. Ooh, girl, yes. Looking good. Oh, bitch, you better look out. The queen is coming. She has arrived, and she looks crazy. Oh, shit. You been cut, bitch.
Word.
You look very good.
I feel good.
Okay, we let it cook and bake for just one moment, okay? Oh, hello.
This one's a little lower.
Eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Just like us.
Much better.
We make up perfect.